Hey guys, welcome to the Power Rangers Dino Charge after show, baby. We're here filming this right after the episode. We're going to give you our thoughts, what it was about. We're going to try to explain what it was about. I'm going to go first. I feel like it was a filler episode, very much filler. There wasn't a lot of main story to it, but there was building onto the character of what's the Black Ranger's name?
Chase.
Chase and the Green Ranger
Riley.
And just their relationship, just building on how Chase is a slacker and Riley's like, work hard. I'm from a farm. I'm a farm boy. I know how to work. You're a slacker. You go smoke weed behind your school. You don't know what you're doing.
Now that I think about it, I think that Riley's the Pink Ranger.
But
so when people are listening, they're like, "Oh yeah, when I saw this episode, it wasn't the Pink Ranger, it was the Green Ranger. You guys messed up. I'm not gonna watch you guys anymore." Yeah, well, you should watch us because we're better.
But seriously, it was a good episode. We're gonna talk about the positives, the negatives, and then our favorite part of the episode. Aidan, starts off with some positives.
Okay, positives. This was actually one of the quiet episodes that made me kind of laugh. Because, every time where they try to morph, it's always funny. And when they're...
let me get what he's about to explain. So they were fighting this bad guy who gives people toothaches. I'm gonna get that. Okay, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for my favorite part. Okay, so yeah, it was, really funny. There was these... parts that I will say later in my favorite part, but one of the parts were they're morphing, and then they're like, time to morph!
Showing consequences.
Yeah, and then they go, it's morphing time! And then they, go in their poses, and then the Black Ranger's just like, ah! Ow! You guys go on, I'm just gonna stay here, and ow!
Be in pain.
Yeah.
Any other positives?
Well, it had great action scenes. Like what he said, this is a filler episode, has quite nothing to do with the story, but it's still good. So, yeah, those are my positives.
My positives is that they built on the character development of these characters. So many Power Ranger shows like Mega Force and Super Mega Force don't have much character development on the characters. They don't really develop anything, they just keep going. This one's building on the relationship Chase and Riley, that they're butting heads, just because they're from two different backgrounds and worth ethics and how they do things, which I thought was really cool. Another thing I like is they just had some, in the Zordon era, there was a whole rule about,
you only use
your powers for defense. And it seems like in the show, Chase is just got a gun to every villain. Oh, you're here? I'm not wasting time on that. And just shoots them, with his pistol. So I really thought that was good. That they're showing that we don't have that rule anymore. They're allowed to be superheroes. They're still role models, but they're allowed to be superheroes. Save the day. Take care of the problem at hand. And save the world.
Yeah.
Aidan, any negatives about the episode?
Any negatives? Well, there were some little silly parts to, the show. In this one part, there was, where they, at the restaurant, and then Riley, or the Pink Ranger, whoever her name is, comes out with cake, and then the Green Ranger's like, don't eat the cake, and then the Black Ranger's like, because, they're arguing, he's like, what do you mean don't eat the cake? Why? And he's like, that's why all the people had toothaches. And then you see in the background, when they turn around to see the villain is wearing a chef outfit in the kitchen, and he's just like, hello!
It's this big guy in a suit. In a chef outfit. It's an alien in a chef outfit.
Yeah, and it had
he's chilling, cooking it.
Yeah, he's just
and then he sees that everybody's looking at him, he's like, oh shit, I'm about to get caught by the Power Rangers. I better go.
Yeah, I mean, what they think that he was
how did you not notice that?
What they mean, he was Japanese or something? They thought that he was his own race or something? Oh yeah, that's just, that's just the random alien. Yeah, he comes, he comes and cooks once in a while.
It's our foreign exchange student.
Yeah, he's from the planet,
he's
up
from
there.
He's from another country, he's foreign.
Yeah. Well, that's the only, silly part that I've seen of the episode. I mean, you can say more.
This is definitely, one of the, my opinion, this is definitely one of the weaker episodes. It felt a lot like the MMPR humor. There was a lot of corny lines, just a lot of corny things going on, especially with the Red Ranger. Every time this is clearly not a Red Ranger centered episode, because every time a bad guy would come up, oh yeah, we got the 2 Rangers here fighting the main bad guy, and the Red Ranger's stuck fighting the minions.
Yeah.
He's just like, not getting any action at all.
He's just like, yeah, where are you guys?
It's like, dude, you could have clearly taken those out.
Like, is this one of the series where the Red Ranger isn't the leader?
I think he's gonna be the leader eventually, once we start getting
more characters.
But let me go back into the positives for a second. There was a quick line in there that mentioned that they're looking for the Gold Ranger Energem, which in Japan, the Gold Ranger Energem came in the 10th episode, so we might be getting our 6th Ranger really early and really soon, which I'm excited about.
Yes, but this hasn't gone by the Sentai yet, so you think that they're going to start then?
Well, I mean, I feel like they're going to incorporate some of the elements, because they got so many Rangers.
I feel like they're just going to add the Purple Ranger, so Kendall can get her own power. And then, like, in Season 2, that's when they're going to introduce every other character.
Well, I mean, like, this series has a lot of... In Sentai, it was the one with the most Rangers in it. We got, like, 20 Rangers coming.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so they're probably going to introduce them really quick and just maybe like, oh yeah, you're in a few episodes, you guys have your own little Ranger team.
Yeah, it would be like a SPD, the AB, the A team, the B team, and the C team. Now you guys all separate and go fight the main villain.
I mean, that'd be cool if they had like little Black Ops missions, sort of like an Avengers type, where you got the main heroes, you got the side heroes, then you got the West Coast. I mean, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like, each Ranger team has their own little, like, 3-parter episodes. Like.
So, what was your favorite scene? Let's get this over with.
My favorite scene was, well, when they're morphing in their little sequences, and then the Black Ranger's, like, in a sequence, he's like, my tooth! And then the Green Ranger comes...
You gotta explain the scene, though. They're not gonna... Unless you... So, basically, the bad guy's a chef, right? He gives people toothaches. So he shoots the Black Ranger in the face, and then all the Rangers are like, oh, it's morphing time! And so that's
And so they morph, and then, like, you know, the little sequences when they're all, like, in the green screen like this and that, and the Black Ranger's like, yeah, and he's like, my tooth! Then the Green Ranger comes into his sequence, and he's like, you okay? And then he goes, yeah, I am okay. Then everybody starts to do their own sequence, and then the Green Ranger has his own sequence again. He's like, yeah, I was in another sequence, but I'm still in this one, so let's get this over with.
That was definitely a really good scene, but my scene, we already talked about it, by far, is the one where they're sitting there, and everyone's getting the toothache, and then they're all looking, where is this from? Who made this? They look at the chef, and it's this giant monster in a chef costume.
Hello.
He's in the kitchen cooking like this, and he stops, looks, and Lily has like an oh shit face, like, like, makes this like goofy, like, it's like run away.
Hey, am I gonna get my paycheck now or later?
I was laughing. I was like, how did you not notice that? It's a giant guy in a costume.
There's only 3 chefs counting the Pink Ranger. How can you not see that big one right there?
He tied up the black chef and was like, how did you not know? This is a white monster in a white suit.
With
He's got a big head.
eyes.
And the chef was black. How did you not tell the difference? I don't know. What would you give the rating for the episode out of all?
I'll give it like a 8 out of 10 because it is good, but they had some silly parts that could have been cut out easily.
You're being way too nice. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. You know what? I'll be a little nicer. 7.5 out of 10 because you did make me laugh a lot. And it was very corny, but it made me laugh, and I thought it was a really good addition. I just hope you have more serious episodes. These are good, to have once in a while, but you don't need to have every episode. Alright guys, thank you guys for joining the Power Rangers Dino Charge After Show. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like this. We'll have more for you next week on the show. Aidan, tell the viewers where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook at Aidan Keyes, and you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Cartoon 105. No spaces, one big word called the Cartoon 105. You also find me on Snapchat at Aidan Keyes 13. And Remy, where can blah 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 blah.
You can find me on every social media site under Remington Keyes or Critic Nation
or John Campia.
No. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Remington Keyes, and until next time, bye-bye.